Vamos. ¿En español? No, surtout pas.
English. Jigs, how do you feel with your game today?
I felt good. I was not always very consistent, but there was some good parts in the match, and it's always good to win it also, because I had a bad week last week, and it's always good to have a victory like this, 2 sets. A typical clay court match, I guess also, and so that's why it's good to win this one. Ça.
Pourquoi tu as pris la décision de venir jouer en English? Okay. Why did you take the decision to come to South America instead of playing the hard courts?
I already played a lot of time the European trip in February. It's not easy for me to come here as we play Australia before and United States right after, so it's going to be 3 months far from home. But I know there are some good tournaments here. All the players are talking about the tournaments here, very nice. And I could see today there were so many people watching the match. You can feel like people are happy to come here and to see the player and to see some tennis. And it's always good for us players to play in these conditions. So I always knew I wanted to come here at least once to see what is tennis here, and I'm happy to do it now.
Regarding the same thing, how do you feel about this tournament in Argentina? Do you like the city also? And do you think it's a better preparation for what is coming to play in a hard court rather than in a clay court?
Well, no, it's not maybe the best preparation for the hard court, but these are very nice tournaments. The city is wonderful also, and we just enjoy to play tennis in good condition. The city is beautiful, the hotel is nice, the courts are good, the beach is here, so we don't need something else, you know, just to play. We don't need more reason than that. And as I told you, it's good also for the players not to play every time the same tournaments. We are lucky to have to play tennis in a different part of the world, in very nice cities, very nice place everywhere, and it's good to enjoy it, you know, as often as possible.
What difference do you imagine between this match in a secondary stadium and the next one, I imagine in the principal stadium and against a local player?
Well, I mean, the crowd is nice with me, so even if, of course, they're going to cheer for my opponent, it's normal, and it will be okay. As I said, it's good to feel like you play in a good atmosphere. It's better to play a local player with a lot of crowd, even if they are against you, than to play without anybody in the stadium. So I know it will be hard to win, because all the players are playing very good. As you say, they are playing at home, so they have a lot of motivation, and it's going to be hard to defeat them. But I know that when I'm in a good shape and playing good tennis, I can defeat all these guys also, so I just try to focus on my game and to play as good as possible.
Cheers to left. What do you think are Argentina's chances of winning the Davis Cup this year, playing on the series at home and probably with the Potro in the team?
Argentina is always difficult to beat. We can see that they have every year some good results. The Davis Cup is very important here. I know that. We defeated you in semis 3 years ago, but it was home, and we know that it's going to be harder if we have to come here. But just like you, we are looking for winning this event also. It's a long time France didn't win it. We played the semis last year, the final 2 years ago, and maybe this time will be our time also, but all the matches are very hard to win, and of course if we have to play Argentina here, it's going to be one of the most difficult matches we could play.
Chills, do you consider yourself a fun player to watch, and how much important are tactics in your game?
I like to play sometimes in different ways, depending on my opponent. I mean, all the players have strength and weakness, and you can decide to play on the strengths or the weakness of your opponent. To me, I try, of course, to play on my strengths, but also it is very important for me to know where my opponent is very performant and where he's a little bit shaky. And that's why I'm not always only trying to play with my game, but looking to my opponent, watching him, just trying to see where he's going to miss maybe in a decisive point.
Okay, he wants do French players feel pressure when they play in Roland Garros?
Of course we can feel the pressure. Since, you know, it's not pressure because people are expecting you to do something good. It's just because you want to do something good, more than in the other tournament. And it's the same for every player in every place in the world. So I can see here, like, Argentinian players are trying their best on the court, and you know, sometimes when you want too much, finally you just miss your match, and sometimes that's what happens. But it can be also amazing when you're playing your best tennis with the crowd behind you. Is the best emotion you can have on the court.
¿Más preguntas? One.
Gilles, do you think you will come back here next year?
Next year, I don't know. I hope to come back here because it's a very beautiful tournament here. Last week also, I never went to Acapulco, but I guess it will be nice also. And as I told you, it's good for us not to play every time the same tournament. And I played already a lot of time in Europe, Rotterdam, Marseille, Dubai. I know this tournament for 10 years already. And so it's good for me to change it and, you know, trying to play in different tournaments.
Last one.
Gilles here. If you have to define your game, how can you define it?
It's not easy. I guess you have to do it. Me, I just try the maximum on the court. Just try to improve my game every time. So it's never easy to talk about his own game.
Okay, gracias.
Finish.